YouTube, what a YouTube down on News TV. I am Dre. And sorry for not uploading as of late. I was on vacation. My son came into town and yeah, had some fun. And that's one reason why I dislike going on vacation and taking time away from work and doing my other hobbies because it's hard to get back on track. But I think I'm there now. It took me about 2 days to recover and get back into the grind mode. But I'm gonna start off by reading about the Louisiana castration law that was passed on August 1st. Then I'm gonna lean into a video from Law and Crime about a specific person that was allegedly booked and jailed for SA, so they say. But let's go into a little article real quick. Louisiana is now the first state to allow surgical castration to be used as a punishment for sex crimes under a new law signed by Republican Governor Jeff Landry. This law which will go into effect August 1st, allows judges to order people found guilty of certain sex crimes and crimes against minors to undergo surgical castration. Which brings me to this law and crime video about this Louisiana mayor accused of vaping a minor, and she abruptly resigns. So let's get into this video, people, shall we?
A Louisiana mayor abruptly resigns from office. Then within days of her resignation, she's booked into jail, accused
She's a hottie, huh?
of raping a minor while she was in office.
It's a very serious crime, and I think that it's important that it be recognized as such.
42-year-old Misty Roberts faces charges of third-degree rape and contributing to the delinquency of juveniles. According to authorities, they began their investigation on July 26, when the Beauregard Parish Sheriff's Office requested the Louisiana State Police Special Victims Unit investigate a complaint against the former mayor. Investigators interviewed 2 juveniles, one of which was the alleged victim. Both would confirm Roberts allegedly had sexual intercourse with the young victim while she was mayor.
It seems to be, oddly enough, that when I look at the people that I've evaluated and we look at some of the high profile cases, it's not that this is somebody who is, struggling financially, struggling career-wise, unattractive, unmarried. We tend to find people who are the opposite of that when we look at offenders. And so I don't think it's a matter of this person doesn't know better as much as it is a number of other things that are going on for that person.
A warrant for Roberts' arrest was issued, but she would ultimately turn herself into police.
I think whenever we hear about a female who's been accused of some sexual offense, the immediate reaction is surprise, shock. Unfortunately, all too often disbelief. It's something I've certainly seen in my clinical practice back in those days. And in my forensic practice, I've been involved in evaluating a number of women who were accused of sexual abuse. But I think it is something that we tend to view with really, like I said, just being stunned, because that's not who we think about when we think about somebody who is a sexual abuser.
Forensic psychologist Dr. Joni Johnston says she's evaluated numerous women offenders convicted of sex crimes and explains their motivations for committing the heinous offenses vary.
It's a relatively diverse group, as it is with male sex offenders. So when you look at female offenders, the most common one that we think about is that, okay, some man must have put her up to this. That's typically what people tend to think. And in reality, that's not the case. About a third of women who sexually offend are doing so in collaboration with a male. So either to please the man, to keep the relationship, or as part of a partner dynamics, which means about 2/3 are solo offenders. And of those, we do find kind of a diversity. We have, women who sadly come from a number of generations where incest and sexual abuse has been a part of their upbringing for a number, for generations, and they oftentimes will abuse their own children. And then we look at who's likely to abuse children outside the home. We see a couple of different, I guess, types, if you will. One being the one that we're familiar with is what's kind of colloquially called the teacher lover, the person who is in a caretaking or nurturing role, and they somehow convince themselves that they've fallen in love with this person, and in their mind they see it as a consensual relationship. There's a kind of a denial that this is a power imbalance. There's no consent when you have a minor and an adult, particularly when you have a teacher or somebody in a position of power. And then you see, more rarely the person who has poor boundaries. They're doing things, for example, like providing alcohol to their son or their daughter and their friends. They're partying. They almost want to see them.
Blah, blah, lady. Nobody needs no explanations for why she did it, or your assumptions of the explanations. But yeah, I guess my whole reason of doing this video is this video was posted 9 days ago. I guess I had to do a little more investigation on when she was actually taken into custody. But I was just curious, would she fall under this castration law if she had physical contact with that minor? More than likely not, because she's a former mayor, but pretty sure she has pull. But yeah, I just want to know, what do y'all think? Does she deserve to get castrated? Do women get castrated? I'm not too sure about that. What would they do to women to prevent them from having children? I would Google search it, but I'm too lazy. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this article. Along with the castration bill that was passed, do you think she deserves to be castrated like males? I'm pretty sure you can't castrate a woman, can you? If you're a woman and you're watching this video, please let me know. Down Home News TV, I'm Dre. Y'all have a